What is up here, YouTube? Jigsaw0097 here. I'm just going to be going to get some food here, so I figured I'd make another video after that Carolina game, because the more I think about it, guys, the more I say, this freaking team here. Shout out to the Bitter Birds. I watched their video about it too, and Adrian is absolutely right from that show. I'll leave a link in the description for that channel. They're a great channel to check out if you like Eagles news. But he is absolutely right. Shout out to you, Adrian. This freaking team, guys. This team is so much different than they were back in 2012, 2011, even 2013 when Chip Kelly came in to take over for the Andy Reid players. And it's just insane to me, guys, that we have this guy, Carson Wentz, on our team. Nobody thought that this was going to happen. I mean, who thought that we would be staring at a franchise quarterback at this late in the season? I mean at this point in the restructure or whatever. I don't even know why I said season. Sorry, guys. I'm so freaking excited right now. At this point in the rebuild or whatever, everyone was saying, you know, after Chip Kelly, we would have to rebuild and it was going to take some time and all this jazz. Nobody could have predicted that the Eagles would nab themselves a franchise quarterback in that amount of time. And then also, no one could have predicted that Carson Wentz would be this good already, guys. So this is insane. It's great, and it's exciting at the same time. I mean, man, this freaking team, guys, and it's not even just Carson Wentz. You know, Carson Wentz, he made some mistakes tonight, but he had 3 freaking touchdowns. His second game to have 3 touchdowns in his career in one game. And this defense, guys, this defense is utterly dominant. I mean, you look at what we did to the Panthers. We made them one-dimensional. The refs were helping them win the game, and they still couldn't. This easily could have been a blowout. I'm not trying to be arrogant either, because the Panthers are a really good team, but it just showed that the Eagles are pretty much a more complete team at this point. I mean, we got the defense. We got the next man up, too. Like, anyone that gets injured, next man up. Vitae looked terrible, but, you know, he was in there, and we could be worse off. That's all I'm going to say. So this defense is great. We got depth at talent. We got talent depth. We got everything going for us. We got a defensive coordinator that knows how to feast on opposing offenses in Jim Schwartz. We got one of the best special teams coaches in the league, Dave Phipp. I mean, I could go on here. Doug Peterson even. Doug Peterson's looking like he's getting it now. He's finally becoming that coach that Philadelphia thought he was. And it's just insane, guys. Carson Wentz. We got Alshon Jeffrey, Torrey Smith. We shout out to Mac Hollins today. I mean, Mac Hollins freaking showed up to work today. I mean, I could just go on about this offense for days, guys, but that would be like a 25, 30-minute video. So I'll just basically say the Eagles are ready to compete this year. And I watched the Bitter Birds video, like I said, it with Philly 500. Also, shout out to him. And he was just basically saying, like, get used to it, you know? Like, get ready for 10 to 12 years of this, guys. Like, Carson Wentz is looking like Aaron Rodgers, Tom Brady. He's looking like that level. Even Peyton Manning back in the day. He's looking like that caliber of quarterback where he gets it, and he will be that guy going forward. Barring, like, I mean, as long as he doesn't get injured, obviously, and as long as the Eagles don't implode on themselves. Basically, a catastrophe would have to happen for this not to be the real deal at this point. Now, I want to see what he does against Washington. We got that coming up in 11 days, but guys, we have 11 days pretty much, and guys like Ronald Darby are going to be back. Jordan Hicks will for sure be back. He did get injured in this game. I mean, it's insane. It's just insane. How did this happen? How did we go from one of the worst teams in the league, one of the worst seasons I've ever watched as an Eagles fan, in 2015? We had Mark freaking Sanchez as our quarterback. That was only 2 years ago, guys. Only 2 seasons ago. We were an utter train wreck, and then we go from that to one of the best teams in the NFL, the best team in the NFC right now. Sitting at 5-1, there's not even a team that can sniff us until Sunday. We'll have to see what happens. But, I mean, the Panthers have lost, so the Packers are the only one that could even put up a fight with being 5-1 as well. So, it's insane to me, guys. It blows my freaking mind. I've always bled green. I love this freaking team. But it's like sometimes it was really hard to get on board with them. I mean, I watched all these seasons of Chip Kelly just destroying the team piece by piece, and now it's like all of this happened for a reason because we now have Carson Wentz. We have an offense that means something. We have a defense that can get after the quarterback. It's insane, guys. So yeah, where do we stand in the rest of the NFC? I mean, the NFC East. I mean, I think that we should be able to mop up on this division. We'll see against Washington. We have a chance to sweep them, and we have not played Dallas yet, so we'll have to see what goes on with Dallas. But I just really, from what I've seen, guys, I think this is the real deal. We're going to go to the playoffs this year for sure. How far we'll get there, who knows? But, you know, the sky is the limit for this team. And, I mean, I don't want to jinx it, but it's like I've been building this up all season, hoping that the Eagles would be this kind of a team, hoping they would be the real deal. I mean, after that Steelers game last year, I kind of went nuts, only to have my heart ripped from my chest. So I hope that this doesn't happen this year. The last time the Eagles were 5-1 was in 2014, and we all know what happened there. Mark Sanchez tanked our entire season after Nick Foles went down. So this is a different year, guys, different team. It really comes down to Carson Wentz. I mean, it just comes down to the quarterback here. We've got a veteran quarterback. The defense also is being run more efficiently. You got guys like Michael Kendricks and Brandon Graham, guys that we had on the Chip Kelly defense, but that just never quite hit their potential. Fletcher Cox is a beast as always. And then we got Derek Barnett, who's up and coming. I mean, Ronald Darby, this defense, I could go on for days. I could make a defensive video just on what I think about the defense. So, anyway, guys, I just think that this Eagles team is stacked. I think they are the real deal. I think you can wear the Philly gear with pride. Don't let anyone say that the team is no good. I mean, you got jackasses like Skip Bayless getting up there trying to tear us down. But you know what? At the end of the day, 5-1. That's all that you need to say. 5-1. Almost 6-0 if you look at that Chiefs game. And that was really on Doug Peterson. And also the fact that he just let Kareem Hunt get away with that touchdown at the end. But really, guys, we're like a touchdown away from 6-1. Or sorry, 6-0. And that just blows my freaking mind. There's not a team that I don't think we can beat at this point. The only team that potentially scares me is if we had to play the Packers in Green Bay. But if that happened, it would have to happen playoff time, assuming they got home field advantage, which if the Eagles keep flying high like they're doing, the Eagles are going to get home field advantage. So that's really the only thing in the NFC I can see beating us. The Falcons, we already saw what we did to them last year. They were the Super Bowl team last year, and we dismantled them with that subpar team we had last year with like Ryan Matthews, shredded the crap out of them. So anyway, guys, that's the video here. What do you think about this Eagles team? Do you think we have what it takes? Are you on board with the Wentz wagon? Do you think that this team, this defense, this offense, this coaching staff can bring a championship to Philadelphia? If not this year, in the coming decade. Comment down below what you think about this Eagles team. And if you like this video, hit that subscribe button, guys. I'm going to be making more videos in the future about the Eagles. And I just want to thank you all so much for watching the video. This has been Jigsaw0097 here. I'll talk to you all later. Fly, Eagles, fly, baby!